Hi everybody and welcome back to Sim Racing Dad and part 3 of British Noob to Nascar. So as you all saw in the previous episode, sometimes a lap car can be really helpful. But in this race you're about to see what you shouldn't do. The driver of car 3 should really ask themselves, why was I getting involved? I would love to know your thoughts on this afterwards in the comments. And do you agree? Car 3 just shouldn't have been there. Now before we start this race, I would like just to thank everyone that has subscribed to the channel so far. I'd also like to thank all of those who have liked and left comments. It means a lot. I wasn't sure if people were going to like this content, but the general vibe has been great. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that sub button. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really helps me to grow the channel. So let's get to it. We're back again at the 2.66 mile at Talladega, driving the Gen 4 car in the Draftmaster series. Once again, I didn't qualify for this race, but this time I am going to go on the attack. I feel I've played it too safe in the recent races, and as a consequence I have lost touch with the front pack. I feel I have the skills and the pace at this level to challenge at the front, so let's see what we can do. So we're starting in P13 on the inside lane. My plan is to move forward as fast as possible and try to position ourselves with the front runners. We're not going to try to make any silly moves, as a wreck would just ruin the race, so basically I'm going to try to drive aggressive but smart. So we're just waiting for the pace car to pull into pit road as we make our way around for the start of the race. As the pace car pulls over to the left and makes his way into pit lane, as we're about to get underway of this 18 lap race. The leaders have bolted off pretty quick, which has already made quite a good spread in the field. Not the greatest of things for ourselves, as we wanted to try to get to the front as quick as possible, but we will slowly make our way up there hopefully. Things aren't helping with the car in front of us blinking. It's not the easiest thing to do, is get a draft when you can't see the car. That's the first lap completed of 18. We are still in P13. Not been able to make any moves on that first lap. The group have come together quite nicely. This should allow a few opportunities to progress through the field, as I have the number 1 challenging me on the outside. That outside lane seems to be moving quite well. I may consider dropping up there. Let's just see how this bottom lane carries on. And now we have the number 12 car passing us. Top lane definitely does seem to be moving a little bit quicker. And then number 5 goes through. We're losing positions left, right and centre here. We've now dropped down to P16. So let's get into that top lane. Let's try to follow the momentum through. As we make our way round on lap 3, there's a couple of cars in front already 3 wide. Hopefully they don't go too silly. Car 1 is forcing it 3 wide on ourselves as well. Just drop back down. We'll just give it a bit of a wide berth here. Try not get anybody rolling up into us and causing any incidences. That run to the top lane has definitely paid off, as we are nicely progressing through the field. Coming on to lap 4 and we're up to P11. This top lane's starting to lose a bit of momentum. I think I might try and force my hand here and go through the middle. We'll put them 3 wide, hopefully car 12 can hold it on the outside. And we'll keep it as steady as possible to be predictable. I think the car 12 actually just hit the wall there. That's gained us another position. So we start at lap 5 and we are up to P9. Slow and steady progress here. As I say, I do want to try to get to the front of the pack as fast as possible, as they're looked like they were 4 wide for a moment there, which is a little bit scary. Now this could be dangerous. That's 2 rows of 3 wide. Managed to get through there. It was a little bit tight. I didn't like the top car. I didn't quite see what number he was, but he came down on us pretty hard there. He was very close to taking us, as the number 3 decides to get very close. As we're still 3 wide to a degree. Yep, 3 wide going onto the back straight. I've got a really nice run here, and I think that's myself into P1 as it stands. I'm going to drop over to the inside lane. The main reason is I feel it's the safest place to be now. Now as we come on to lap 7, I am actually leading this race. Now it's still early days, anything could happen. But I do feel with these races, you've either got to be right at the front to miss the carnage, or you've got to be right at the back. The downside to being at the back is once the carnage happens, you don't get the chance to get back with the pack. Hence why I decided to be a little bit more aggressive today. And doing so far has found us found our way into P1. Coming around for lap 8. Potentially should be still in the lead. So there you go, boys and girls, that's the first lap or 2 leading a race. The question is, can I hold it for 10 more laps? Got a look in my mirror, there's a few rows of 3 wide still. I must say this is very close racing with this group. It's been very clean and very compact. I don't know how many cars are in this pack here, but there is a lot. Oh wow, that was a big wreck in the mirror. That has taken out pretty much all bar 4 cars after that big pack, after I just said it was clean. So as I previously just mentioned, being at the front there has massively saved this race for us. We are now challenging from P1 to P4. Hopefully these cars won't do anything crazy. We've still got another 9 laps. We'd be better just to sit together a little bit. So I'll drop down and just get a few laps under our belts, and then probably challenge in the last couple of laps for the lead of the race. Problem is the 18 car doesn't really want to do that. He's already wanting to battle for position. And we've got no threat from behind really. They're near enough 11 seconds behind. On the 20 car of Keegan has actually dropped off, so at the moment we are literally a 3-pack challenging for the lead, saying that Keegan has pulled it back a little bit and is closing back onto the pack, so it looks like we are becoming a 4 again as we make our way onto lap 11. We are 12 seconds clear of P5. Up to this point, P4 has been my best finished. There is a good chance that I might actually beat that in this race. Fingers crossed. Just keep it nice and calm. We've got a back marker of car 3, 5 seconds ahead. Well, he'll be on the back of him in the next corner or two, I reckon. It's amazing when you're not in the draft. There is literally 20-30 kilometers. It's amazing when you're not in the draft. There's 20 kilometers an hour difference. It's painful if you're not in the draft. If you get left alone, you are just a sitting duck. I still don't understand why the 18 is trying to challenge on the outside here. We've still got 6 laps to go. You're not going to win it until the last lap. We're a small pack. It's not like we're jostling for many places here. We're just literally going to be jostling between ourselves. Early moves are not going to make any difference at all. With the slingshot effect, P4 could easily get to the line before P1. That's taken a little bit longer to get onto the back of car 3, but we are 1 second behind him now. As I say, this 18 is actually slowing us down slightly, which is one of the reasons we have taken a little bit longer to get onto the back of car 3. If we were in a line of 4, we'd be a lot quicker with the draft. Hopefully car 3 will move out the way. I'll let the car 6 get in front of us. Oh, that was a little bit wobbly. Decided to do nothing silly and then nearly hit the back marker. As soon as we clear this back marker, I'll drop back down onto the 6. The problem is he's completely on my outside, so I'm going to have to keep it on the outside of the 6. This 3 cars found himself right in the middle of first, second, third and fourth. Hopefully we won't do anything too silly and we'll move out the way to let us fight for the lead. We're on lap 15, so 3 more laps to go. Problem is the car 3 is still there. I don't know where he's going to go. He's trying to stand us 3 wide here. Do not understand why he's doing that. If that was me in that car 3, I'd have just lifted and just sat on the back, kept in the draft but kept behind all 4 cars. Anyway, keep going, he's still there. Thing is, I really want to drop down to try to get the side draft onto the car 2, sorry, the car 6, who's in P2, but I can't get anywhere near him because this car 3 is just sitting in the middle lane, just causing havoc at the moment. Try to get down a little bit. I wanted to get all the way down there, but I haven't been able to because the car 20 has dropped in as well, so I'm going to have to sit now behind car 3, who's to say is a back marker and is completely in our way. Now I know in ovals the back markers don't have to move, but a little bit of racing etiquette would be nice, just to know that these are the leaders. I'm pretty sure he knows that we're all challenging for the lead here. There's a relative in all these cars, so as long as he's got it on, he can see what positions we're in. Now he's in 22nd out of 25 cars, so his race is all but over. Yet he's still deciding to sit here and make this a little bit harder than it needs to be. So as we come down the back straight for the last time, I really need to try to get some sort of draft here, see if I can get a side draft off him. Car 18's held me up a little bit there, the other two are slightly getting away as we're coming around towards the start finish. I have got a good draft here though, I'll try to squeeze through. Whoa, what's he doing? He's closed the door on me. Is that P1? Was that P1? I think it was. I think we just got P1. Oh, I need to check that back in the replay. But boys and girls, we've done it. P1. British Noob to Nascar. We've done an American thingy, my Bobby. Oh, boys and girls, it's official. We've got our first ever P1. I'm not going to lie, I'm really chuffed about that. It wasn't the way I wanted to get it, with the car 3 collecting the car 6 right at the end of that race. But we'll jump over to the replay in a second and have a look to see what actually went on. We'll also have a look at that wreck first, because that wreck was quite a big crash. I'm interested to see what went on. As we jump into the replay, so we'll jump into the mid pack. You can just about see me on the inside lane, 2 cars back from the front, and one of the cars had a tank slapper there, and yeah, that was literally all hell let loose. So I'll look out from a different angle to see if we can get a better look at what went on. But this is the car 3. The car 3's right behind me. And he gets a good run. Oh, that's a tight door, that is. He tries to squeeze it in between me and that pink and white car there. He has nowhere to go and kind of backs out. And then it looks like he gets collected. And then he gets collected several times, okay. Let's have a look at it from the overhead view and see what happens. So yeah, it's the 3 car and the 24 car. So the 3 car gets a really good run on me. The 24 car half attempts to go on the inside, and then the 3 comes on the outside of me, but they literally then go 4 wide with myself and the 21 on the outside. And the 3 car literally just has nowhere to go. That's the problem when you go 4 wide. He got it too tight, and that little bit of wobble, it was actually the 3 car that caused that. We'll watch back one more time. So yeah, the 3 car there is on the inside of the 24. He gets a little bit of a wobble, bounces up into the 24. The 24 hits the 21, comes back into the 3. And yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. Right, let's have a look at the next incident. So as we're coming up to start finish, he moves over and blocks me. He then moves down into the 20 and tags the back end of the 6, which turns the 6. I got very lucky there. I could have been collected myself. I literally aimed the car for his rear end, knowing that he's coming across the track, hoping that the door would open up. Granted, I got a 4x because me and the 3 made contact, but that allowed us to drive straight through and take the checker flag for the first win. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like and either consider subscribing for future content. Thank you.